trying to bait me here.
That was the good one too.
Man, I tell you, I gotta admit something. We're completely switching subjects right now, just to kind of. I know it's 100. You know what? It's me. I make left turns all the time, right?
Oh, and I got ADD, so that's the only reason I can keep up with you.
There you go. So anyhow, last night I'd worked till I didn't get home till after 7, and
Okay.
man, I was beat, and I sat down in the chair, and Shandy went to sleep at 8:00.
All right.
Okay, so we got that 8:00. Everybody write that down. 8:00:03 because it's like 3 seconds. 8:00 and 3 seconds or something. So anyways, TV's open. I get the control back. So I flip through, and then I start watching this program, and I watch Will Smith Faces Fears.
Oh, are we going to talk about Shark Week?
And it made me think so much about our video that we just recently put out about the odds. And, you know, here he is trying to face his fears. And fear is just an imaginary thing. You know, I never really realized that until they broke it down like that. Will Smith did a really good job on breaking down fear, what it means, what it does. And I'm not on a Will Smith train or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, I watched a guy for an hour face two of his worst fears. Number one was swimming, and number two were sharks. And he had to tackle the swimming fear, then learn how to scuba dive, then teach someone how to scuba dive, his kids, then go do the shark thing. And he's just, you can tell underwater. I don't. Did you watch that?
I have not seen that one. I've watched a lot of Shark Week, but I missed that last.
Oh my gosh, it was so good, and I hope they repeat it. Maybe you can look up a Will Smith this or something. I don't know, but it was fantastic. And here I was kind of bumping, man, you watch Shark Week because Shiner's just like, oh my God, dude, homie. You know what week it is? Do you know what week it is?
Oh, I love it, dude. I love
Shark Week. Yeah.
I love it. It's funny you said that about fear because when I did the voiceover for the odds, I went a couple weeks before I started putting that together. I went down this rabbit hole one day. I read a quote that somebody had posted, and I really started thinking about fear because fear stops people from doing fear stops people from really buckling down and chasing big dreams. You talk to a lot of people about why they didn't do it, and they will, at one time or another, when they explain the reasons to you that they're not chasing a big dream they have, fear will come into it. And so I really started getting deep into what fear is. And when it was all said and done, fear is just an emotion. Fear is just something that we feel.
That's it.
And I have a picture that I'll post to Instagram every now and then, and all it says is fear is a lie. And there is so much power in that picture because fear is a lie. It is just something that you feel. It's because something has made you uncomfortable.
Hallelujah, amen.
That's just it. That is a feeling. It is something in your life that is making you uncomfortable to the point that you have that feeling. It's just an emotion that you experience. Now you got to make the decision if you're going to control the fear or let the fear control you. So I think that's what separates people that are doers and people that are, I guess you would call them wanters, people that want to do something and people that are doing something. It's who is controlling the fear. Is the fear controlling them or are they controlling the fear?
Yeah.
So, a lot of times, man, I look at things and I'm like, it's funny because I actually have a picture that I want to, Peter McKinnon, actually a guy named Raven the Pirate posted a picture and he was throwing dice. They were actually the dice that Peter McKinnon had come out with. He was throwing dice in the picture and McKinnon saw it and he actually recreated it when he dropped his rings that he has for sale now. And that picture is so badass. And McKinnon breaks it down and shows you on YouTube step by step how to do that. It's very complicated. Well, to me, it's very complicated. And I've kind of been scared of it for a long time. So I kept telling myself, and I was basically using it as an excuse about I don't really have anything to throw. What am I going to – I can't do dice. That's already been done. I can't do rings. That's been done. What am I going to do? And the other day I got out of bed and I went in to brush my teeth. And while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, it just entered my head. What is one thing that I love in this world? Tacos. I love tacos. And I'm like, there it is. I'll throw tacos in the picture. So now I don't have an excuse. So the past 2 days I've been like, I got to put my money where my mouth is. I got to try this. And the only reason I haven't done it is because I'm scared to do it. So I have to make a conscious decision to control that fear and then quit letting the fear control me to do.
So basically what you're saying is you're going to roll tacos?
Throw them. It's going to look like I'm throwing them at the camera.
Oh, and you're going to have like little cheese crumbles and stuff.
Oh, dude, the
falling off of it. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's an undertaking there.
I'm going to come up with this picture and I'll put it up and then we'll discuss it because it's the way that it is done is so far different than the way that it appears.
And like for anybody out there listening real quick, and I'm sorry, Shiner, but this is bragging on you. I've seen Shiner work 1 week for one picture, one photo. 1 whole week was put into that one photo.
Well, that challenge that I turned that photo in for, that happened over a weekend, and I think I had 8 or 10 hours in that one photo.
Yeah.
And I'd get like, okay, there it is. And then I'd come up with another idea. Oh, no, I can do this to it. And I just kept going and going. Pretty soon I'm like, God damn, I got like 8, 9, 10 hours in this, man.
Yeah, nuts, right?
So, that's one of the things. There's a lot of things we talk about on this show that like we try to encourage people to do. Man, that's my advice. That's what the kick I'm on right now because I have fallen victim to it. Don't let fear control you. Like you need to sit down and make a conscious decision that you are going to control the fear and you're going to not let that be a speed bump. You're not going to let that be an obstacle. You're not going to let that be a roadblock to prevent you from accomplishing any kind of dream, especially your big dreams. Because as fucked up as this country is right now, this is still a country you can do anything that you set your mind to.
100%. Anything. Case in point. I have some friends that are that live about 20 miles away. He used to be a police officer. I've known him and his wife for quite some time. And their daughter is a freshman, and she's on the cheer squad.
Okay.
She also made the freshman football team.
God bless her, man. That's cool as shit.
You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish if you put your mind to it.
I watched a documentary today about Bad Brains, the punk band, the all-black punk band, which is cool as shit.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary on Prime today about those guys. And what was the lead singer's name? Tony? HR. He said in that documentary, anything that your mind can, basically, I'm paraphrasing, anything that your mind can concoct, you can accomplish. And there's, goddamn, dude, there's so much truth to that. If you can think it, you can do it. Doesn't mean it'll be easy. And it may not happen on your time frame, but you can do it. It just, how important is it to you?
Well, apparently it was important enough for Tyson to try.
Tyson, Mike?
Yeah.
Did you see that on Shark Week?
I have not.
That was a pretty good one, dude.
I heard
Tyson's gangster, dude. He is a gangster.
Did he chicken out?
He was scared completely shitless. Like while they did it in phases, and the whole thing was to get him to hypnotize the shark. And I don't call it hypnotizing, but
getting a shark high
by the
getting one high. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, they want him to grab a shark by the nose and then rub it somewhere. I don't know, and it hypnotizes it. Well, Tyson's scared to death, man. And the dives leading up to that while he's underwater, he is saying over and over how dumb this is. He can't believe he's doing this. He's admitting numerous times how scared he is. Which, think about it, Mike Tyson has probably very rarely been at a point that he is publicly telling people he's scared. You know?
Yeah. Mike, you know he's scared shitless if he's telling the public he's scared.
Yeah. One of the baddest men on the planet. And he's talking about how scared he is. But it was I'll tell you who was a rock star at this deal, and it's from, I think, last year or the year before on Shark Week, was Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri damn near got bit while they were down there, and he was having the time of his life. He loved every second of it.
Now, what about Shaq?
I didn't see that. Shaq's been on there before, and it was really good. But this year, he is on there, and he brought the guys from Dude Perfect, which we love Dude Perfect.
Oh, the guy that looks like you.
I hear that a lot, dude. Like there is that dude that does, but he brought all those dudes with him. I haven't seen that, but I really want. Sharks are some of the most, dude. That's the most fascinating animal on the face of the planet to me. I mean, I am so enthralled by sharks.
Well, and what I noticed about this when I was watching the Will Smith thing, and I'm sure this is with other dives and other celebrities too, they're down there basically on the bottom and swimming around here and there, stopping, kind of just standing up on the bottom. And all of a sudden sharks come in and of course you get nervous and all that mess. They come in, they swim by you and bump into you and kind of bully you a little bit, to the point where you just get them on the snout and kind of push them away, or underneath the kind of chin area to push them
shark.
Up. Yeah, to push them up and away if there was a chin. I mean, I know we have people on the planet that are, I call them no-chinians, who walk around and they don't have a damn chin. The bottom lip goes to their neck.
To like their chest.
Yeah. You got no chinians, and then you got ball chinians.
Yeah.
Clint Boyer.
He's a ball chinian, yeah.
Yeah, he's a ball chinian. When your chin looks like a set of balls, you're ball chinian. Anyways.
No chinians resemble Beaker from the Muppets.
Yes. A lot like Beaker.
Yeah.
A lot like Beaker. But anyways, it turns out all these sharks were doing, I was like, man, I saw you on the bottom over there. Saw some bubbles or something flying up, and thought we'd come by and see what was going on.
Yeah, they're super curious. And just as much as I've watched, you can tell, you can tell sharks have personalities, like most animals. But B, while they're swimming around these divers and you're watching their behavior, you can tell when they're chilled out. And you can tell because, they throw that chum and all kinds of shit in the water to attract them. And then you can tell when one of them gets a little excited and they all start feeding off of it. And you can tell when they go in that frenzy mode. And that's when I guess it's, of course, super dangerous for divers because that's when they'll bite people. But dude, I watched one the other night and there's a female great white, which females are larger than males.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're larger than males. There's a female great white, and they have found her all over the world, man. But she's as large as a school bus. That's how long she is.
A school bus?
Yeah, she's as long as a school bus. And I mean, dude, just the girth she has is ridiculous. But they've put tags on her and monitored her. They've recorded her diving to depths of 4,000 feet in the ocean. Do you know the pressure that is at 4,000 feet?
I do. It's a lot.
I wonder, it would be, I bet we've never sent, I guarantee we've never sent a manned submarine 4,000 feet in the ocean.
And I should know this, but I don't. I don't even know how deep our submarines dive.
I don't know, man, but 4,000 feet, there's not a bit of light down there. The pressure is unbelievable.
On some of the older, like the diesel boats, the diesel subs that they had were, they'd run it on top of the water on diesel and they'd charge the batteries up and then they'd be underwater and they'd just run on battery. But on those boats, when you get them down, well below 500 feet, the hull actually compresses, and so you can string it like if you're up on the top of the water, and you put a topside, put a piece of string from one side to the other, and I mean make sure that some bitch is tight, and then get down below 500 feet, and then look at all the slack that's in that string.
It'll compress that boat.
Yeah, it'll compress it quite a bit. So.
That's incredible to me, dude. And I watched another episode the other night that, for a time, all the great whites would congregate off the tip of South Africa.
Yep.
And they would hunt seals, and that's where they were breaching the water. And you start thinking about how heavy these animals are. They're completely coming out of the water. So this year they said that for some reason they quit going there, but they found where they went to do this. And they've always said that a shark needed about 40 feet of water because they dive deep and they hit their prey from below. So they said that